Namaste and welcome. I am Sri Ramka.
And I am Kira Ra, and welcome, beloved ones, to our August Revelations. You know, every month, Sri and I, for the past 12 years, have been gifting the world with the information that we are really blessed to receive from the archangelic realm. And really, it has never been more important than it has been in this year, in the year of 2014, and especially this month, August 2014.
You know, we're at an unusual time. It always seems that every time is an unusual time. You know, as I reflect back, when we pause and we look at our world and ourselves, it always feels that we're right on the cusp of something.
Well, especially since 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason I share this is that that is true. We are expanding, we are evolving, and if you're really present to it, there's always a sense of joy, a sense of something more is being revealed. Yet, times are different than they were. It's as if the mix of density consciousness together with those who are holding a higher frequency, that mix just doesn't homogenize the way it used to.
You know, it's really about polarity, isn't it? And that's one of the things that I think, Sri, is so important to talk about here in August, where we're using the word, we've been given the word heat, that August is about heat. Now, this heat is really much more than climate. We are talking about a heating up of that mix. You know, throw a little heat onto an already polarized world and what happens. And there's a lot that you could be afraid of right now, and we really are here, and we come to you every month to share with you that if you allow yourself the gift of stepping into your spiritual consciousness and allow yourself the gift of a wide-angle lens at what's going on, there's a lot of jewels to harvest. And I want to read this exactly because the Archangelic Realm gave this to us. And what they say is that this August heat, H-E-A-T, is actually the time when the hologram will be expanding and turning, transforming, transcending. And so the first thing to remember as we dive into August is that this is a hologram, my loves. We are all living on an illusion that we have co-created. And the gift of that illusion is that it gives you the opportunity to really expand your soul's journey. Now, in August, we have a lot of events that are happening. The first thing that you need to remember is that it's the second of 3 supermoons in this very hot summer.
Summer phase.
It's really summer. So August 10, we're building up. If you're seeing this before August 10, then you're in this waxing energy leading up to the second and most powerful of the 3 supermoons. This August 10 supermoon is got a lot of momentum. And so the early part of August, we're going to see things building, building, building. And remember, this is the hologram, and what is the hologram doing? It's expanding. So that means in August, if we have heat and an expanding hologram, we're going to see a lot of tension, and you're also going to see the opportunity for a lot of freedom. Again, this is how you're able to widen your lens.
You know, one of the things about an expanding hologram is that it's basically the wanting to embrace you.
Yes.
Now, I say this, I hesitate because it's a mixed blessing. Mm-hmm. Anything that exists, and I'm talking about a thought form as well as a physical form, anything that exists has by its nature a desire to preserve itself, a desire to be in integrity. And even if it's a hologram, even if it's an illusion, a limiting belief even, seeks to preserve itself. So here we have this grand illusion of what is true, what is reality, what's going on Earth, and this tension, you know, at the most basic level between inter-country conflicts and social and religious groups within countries conflicting, seemingly irreparably.
You know, it's
seemingly.
Exactly. It's the dogmas and the paradigms. It's really, if you want to look at it as 2 camps, you have the dogma camp and the paradigm camp, and they're all coming into this boiling pot, this heat of August. And, you know, if you have not tracked with us, if you did not watch the July Revelations, go watch them. Also go watch June, because this has been building. July, we just finished the month where everything that was hidden was revealed. You just can't hide. The integrity came forward, and this was a 2-month process of June and July. That July, everything that that happened in July, everything that came forward, because in July the true intentions could not be hidden. It set the stage through February 15th. So everything we're talking about is not just for 1 month. This is climbing, climbing, climbing through February 15th. And what's happening in August is that this is where the hologram is going to turn. It means that whatever anchors this month, we're living with it, guys. And so what do you want to live with? Not only geopolitically, worldwide, conflict-wise, internally. What are you willing to live with? What are you willing to let your life look like? What are you willing to move forward with? These are critical questions. And the early part of the month is a great time to get clear on that before it all kind of shakes. Because we're going to have a lot of shaking, a lot of wobbling. This is a very big month. It's like being at the tip, isn't it? It's like being on the tip of the balance.
Well, it is, and you know, as I mentioned earlier, the hologram wants to embrace you. So consider for a moment, how could an illusionary artifact of mass consciousness, you could call it, this illusionary reality, seek to embrace you when you have your own reality, when you have your own perspective? And the way it works is that with a shift of energy comes the opportunity to adopt fear as your norm.
Yes.
Or to increase the amount of fear, to disturb your trust in your own sense of self and your guidance. And so as this hologram expands and turns, there is a whipping up or a frenzy of energy, mostly emotional energy, that will call many people to step into it. You know, my parents were of the Depression era, and I remember watching those early news reels, you know, the ones that says our country's strength and we're being threatened and we're calling upon all Americans. Do I sound like Richard Nixon?
I don't know what you sound like, but it's okay. Go ahead.
However, one of the things I'm remembering is that in stirring of both fear and pride comes a really dangerous mix.
And arrogance.
And
there's a lot of arrogance on the planet right now. And so these are the things you as a spiritual being, or you wouldn't be connecting with us right now, you as one who is consciously doing your best to live a life of ascended awareness, what you need to look for this month is, where is your ego, where is your pride, and where is your arrogance? Because those are the three, those are the trinities of energy this month that are going to be playing out.
They'll pull you right into that hologram. Yeah. The other thing to remember is, you know, for decades, police stations around the country have always noted, oh, it's a full moon night. It means things are going to be crazier. And
this is the second of 3 supermoons and the biggest one. We're right in the middle, guys. We're right in the middle.
So consider this global population that, in a sense, we're becoming, the mass consciousness is becoming a little bit more feeble-minded, meaning more easily influenced.
Hologram.
And influenced by television, marketing, newscasts. Well, all of it is manipulation energy.
Yeah.
And so we take that basis and we add in the supermoons and we add in the global tensions, and I want to tell you, we have a volatile mix, potentially.
And that's the key. It's potential. However, the dominoes are all arranged, my loves. And so if you're feeling a sense of concern, if you're feeling a sense of dread, lots of people throwing around World War III, there's legitimate reasons that you're feeling this. Number one, because you have lived through the annihilation of a planet before. You have lived through the annihilation of societies before. Yeah. And that does not mean you have to do it again. It just means that you have enough wisdom within you to go, wait a minute, I know the signs, right?
And then there's a memory of the tragedy.
Exactly. And so every being on this planet is essentially dealing with PTSD from that experience. And this is our month to heal that, right?
Take that in.
Yeah.
Take that in. Your DNA is carrying with it the memory of a traumatic event or events, depending on your journey.
And this is why so many people on this planet unconsciously are manifesting the same thing, because there's a lack of resolution.
The repetitive trauma.
Exactly, and they're not resolved. And so we can be awake. That's why you're here. That's why your soul came to this planet during this slice of the timeline right now. This is your time to be awake. And so one of the things we're also doing this month is the TOSA Miracle team has opened up our monthly ceremony to everyone, and we invite you, please join us. Shri and I will be hosting a live, worldwide tele-workshop, essentially, on August 6th. So if you're catching us early in the month, August 6th, it'll be at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. And all you need to do to join us on this event is to send your email to support@selfascension.com, support@selfascension.com, and we'll send you all the free call-in details. This is a ceremony where we will be taking live questions. We will be teaching from the Archangelic Soulman of this month, which I encourage you to watch right after this video. And we will be together hosting a worldwide ceremony to assist the ease and grace to move through the hologram that is expanding, the hologram that is turning, and to be able to minimize the impact of this paradigm dogfight, because that's what's happening. We have the paradigms and the dogmas really trying to gain control. One of them wants to take over. And so as awakened beings of divine light and crystalline essence, we have the gift. We can infuse that energy before the supermoon. And so it was very, very important that we did it on August 6th. So August 6th, please join us. And again, this is free. And all you need to do is send an email to support@selfascension.com to be there with us.
So remember, a full moon is a fullness.
Yes.
It brings additional support and energy to your intentions and your actions. So as we hold our sacred intention to lift into that true awakened consciousness, to live from the ascended energy, we're looking for a lift on this supermoon, and we invite you to join us to be in spiritual community to assist yourself.
Exactly.
To lift even further.
Because look at it this way, my angels. The hologram, the heat of August, the hologram is expanding and turning, transforming. Think of it as a circle. You have the gift of, you can stand in the center of the circle, whereby you can be released of your fear, released of the paranoia, released of the drama, and literally be in the center of the circle, witnessing it, and through your presence, actually navigating it and assisting the hologram to expand with greater light, greater peace, greater love, greater joy. Or you're going to be stuck in the side of the circle where you just see one view, and it's going to whip you, whip you, whip you, repetitive patterns. I want to also just wrap up by saying, if you're catching this near the latter half of August and you're afraid and you're concerned about what you see, bring your hand to your heart, take in a deep breath, and connect with your truth detector, which is your heart. If you are watching this video at any time, it is because you are already a master in form. And whether you believe that or not, whether you're arguing with us as we say that, whether you're saying, I'm just here because I want to diss you guys, we don't care. We're just glad you're here right now. What we care about is that deep within your consciousness is the seed of your divinity. And I know with all my heart, and Sri knows with all his heart, that you are part of the gift of the expansion. And that in order to take that role for yourself, in order to step into that role for yourself, sometimes we have to rub up against the parts that feel a little uncomfortable. And that's part of the global experience of August 2014. For all of us to remember that we are truly awakening, that the hologram is ours to have fun with, and that you are not the victim. You are not the victim, and neither is our planet.
You know, and for those of you that would like greater understanding into how did you get in this hologram in the first place, and to call forth the energies, the strength to walk as a master during this time, we invite you to take a close look at our Cosmic Life Regression Program. This is an in-person teaching in Guatemala at the end of the month.
August 29th, which we selected because by the end of August, more teachers into helping people resolve these past life conflicts that are cosmically aligned, not just of this planet. It has to go beyond that. That's going to be the moment when the world's going to cry out for more.
And so if you are a healer and you're awakening to expanding your role in assisting our world to find new harmony, we invite you to join us. We're a 2-hour flight south of Houston, Texas. It's easy to come to Guatemala. We take care of you the moment you arrive until the moment you leave.
Indeed.
You will be delighted with the training.
And you are already a master. And so why not come and give yourself that gift? 4 days. It's just an incredible gift. Now at this moment, we do only have, I think, 1, maybe 2 slots left. But give yourself that gift. It's an instant training, and it's for you. And remember, my loves, as you walk through August 2014, truly be not afraid. Allow yourself the gift of the wide-angle lens. Step into the center of the hologram and create. This actually can be a month of great abundance, Great manifestation, because everything's coming out in abundant manifestation. So how do you want? What do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on the fear, or do you want to focus on this extraordinary life? Remember, first 10 days of the month are the best time to put that into anchorship, but it doesn't matter. You can do it at any time. You have that power because you are the creator.
Thank you for being with us today, and may you trust your heart and expand with harmony.
We love you.